Summer, summer, summertime. Summertime. Så du min og jeg.
So hi there Virgo, and welcome to this week's personal sun sign report with your modern shaman Maria and RainbowLand. It's from the 14th to the 22nd of August. Hello. Yeah, I've been shaken. My beloved fur beef, she died. My best friend through 15 years, so yeah, I'll try not to get sentimental again, but you can see a poem that I'm reciting that I'm at the end of the program for her that was also felt like it was channeled. What I do the best is actually poetry and songwriting. Melodies, songs, texts, and they always float through me as if delivered. I can write a song in 3 minutes and I'm like, I didn't write that. Someone gave it to me and I'm always like, what does it say? But you wrote it. I'm like, no, I didn't. It just came to me. So yeah, at the end of the report, I have to stay out of the emotions. I've been crying so crazily since it happened 3 days ago. You know, so every week I start with a song now for the Heartful reports, and this week is no exception. And so this is the song. Some loving happens so fast. Okay, if the text is not right, I'm gonna have to, because this is not how it's. Okay, if the text is not right, bear over with me. I learned this song when I was very young, where I didn't even know English barely. So some of the things I sing is probably just sounds okay. Some loving happened at last. Had me a blast. Yeah, okay. Now, okay, I realized I always sang it wrong. Okay, sorry, it comes again. Okay. Some loving had me a blast. Some loving happened so fast. I met a boy crazy for me, and I met a girl crazy for me. I met a boy cute as can be. Summer days drifting away. Oh, I love the summer nights. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Tell me more, was it love at first sight? Tell me more, did he put up a fight? She got friendly, down in the sand. I don't remember exactly what it was. It sounds like someone is coming. But then again, I really live now far out in the nature, so if anyone found us out here, it's a miracle. So why is the summer loving? I mean, I know that because I'm always asking why that song, and in this case I think it has something to do with the regulars aspect over a longer period of time, not just for this week, but you've had since 2008, you've had your biggest transformation in your 5th house. Seriously, it sounds like someone is here. And I'm not just jumping out into the rain in socks to see. It's also because leaves are not leaves. Branches are falling down these trees all the time, hitting the different things. Anyways, back to it. So not many astrologers include fixed stars like regulars, for example, but I will this report because it keeps coming up for me and I use it a lot in my personal reports. No, I mean in my personal readings. So I thought about starting to include it actually in these sun sign reports as well, because now there's a grand trine. You cannot ignore that between Saturn, Uranus, and Regulus. So in the Earth signs, that is significant, and it's between your 1st house, your 5th house, and your 9th house. And as I said, since 2007, you've had Pluto in your 5th house of romance. You know, summer loving. That's for me like the song of romance, the song of romance. I'm a sucker for romance, so, you know. But Pluto is so hardcore. Pluto is, and there's an aspect also this week between Pluto and the Sun, actually, or actually last week, but it's clinging into this week, ringing, singing. But Pluto, you know, is deep transformation on a very deep level, psychologically as well, meaning that it's change, it's death and rebirth. Something is changing structurally in your romantic relationships and the relationships you have with your children, your way you approach your creativity and unfold yourself. And it's such, like any Pluto aspect, it's just so hardcore because it's not leaving until, I believe it's actually like something like, it's in 2023, but I'm not sure, but is it the 23rd of March 2003 perhaps? Because I just remembered like 2 numbers were alike. I think it's in March, around that time in March 2023. So then it's been there for 16 years. It's like, of course it's then retrograding into the sign again. So, but the point is that that is a huge transformation, you know, in your romantic life. But I mean, it's through the world, it's 11 years now, so we're getting closer to it's leaving, and then you are really ready for new love and a new way of, probably you already are. I mean, if you are born before the 11th of September, if you're one of those Virgos, you've been through that transformation, the first 2 decans. But again, the Regulus trine is really putting an emphasis on you being now the rule, because the Regulus is the king, it's the brave heart that dares to show himself as a good king, you know, the generous king that rules the country, shining his light, or her if it's a woman, I mean, a king or queen we can also say, but it is known as a king, but you know what I mean. When we have feminine or masculine aspects in astrology, it doesn't matter if you're man or woman, you know, apply the things to the sex you are. It means that you can lead the way for a lot of us by showing how you take the process one step at a time. You look over the details, and even with Saturn in your 5th house and also in an earth sign, going to, you know, be in a realistic way, and then Uranus giving, you know, new pushes, like sudden bright ideas of how to do it, and in your 9th house where it expands your mind and it forces you to go out into the world and travel as you love traveling, you know, see other countries, explore other cultures, read about it, get new, you know, belief systems, philosophies that inspires you, eat them, and then bring it onto the world through who you are, just by being you and being authentic, not to shy out. Because I know from my own Virgo, all the Virgo that I have is, I can be so damn insecure sometimes, you know, and you know, I'm probably not good enough, you know. Go for the 85%, not the 100. That's what my partner taught me, and that's why I'm here. With my 85% and thinking, oh, it's actually nice with 85%. I don't have to be so damn perfectionistic all the time. I can also just, 85% will do, because we just need to see you guys. You know, with the Regulus here, especially the ones that are born on the 23rd, 24th of August, I mean, if you have Regulus on your sun, wow, man, that's probably you in the spotlight, getting fame and fortune. It's also fortune, actually, Regulus. But okay, let's not only look at me, but look into this beautiful nature. That's why I put myself here. Let me just install myself in a way with my glasses on, so I can also look into nature and be inspired as I speak. So, whew. So, I always tend to, you know, with these pink glasses that I have, with the things I have in Pisces, I tend to, you know, want to just give the positive aspects of the report and skip the more hard. No, I don't. I mean, I don't do it, but I feel tempted sometimes. So, with this King Kongs that was between the Sun and Pluto in your 12th, and between your 12th and your 5th house. and the 12th house being, you know, the very sensitive part of your scope, then it can have had something to do, because, as I said, it's a weird aspect because it's different elements between fire, Leo, Sun and Leo, between fire and Earth, Capricorn, 5th house, Saturn, no, Pluto, and it's between a cardinal sign, Capricorn, and a fixed sign. So it's contradictions in these areas, and it can have had something to do with a close romantic partner or your child, that some issues came up where perhaps you felt like other people were taking you for granted because you're always so sweet and serving to others, and now maybe you feel much more outspoken with Pluto here and say, no, this is what, I don't want that, or I want, you know, you express yourself, and Uranus in your ninth house in retrograde is kind of like rebellish, and it makes you be even more outspoken. But again, then I have to remember that it's still in a square to Mars between your 5th and 6th house, where it started the square, you know, since the second week of May. And it's still there for the rest of the week, but then it's a little less tense as we go into next week, this square. And it's about you balancing the obligations that you have in your day-to-day life with the things you have to do for yourself, and the side of you that are more, you know, free-spirited and less structured. Because usually you're a very conscientious person, right? Responsible, conscientious, and with the Sun in the 12th house and your ruler Mercury still retrograde until the 19th, the demands and the expectations from other people are kind of like pushed to the forefront. So maybe you, like with all this 12th house stuff, you find yourself wanting to withdraw a little more, and maybe because in the 12th house is also hidden enemies and suspiciousness, because people do things, it's hidden, it's behind the scenes, you don't always know what's going on, and you know, maybe you're suspicious about other people being sincere and honest to you. So, but when Mars Monday went into your 5th house, it would have given you much more passion in your love life, and it's here for a month until the 11th. And Mars is going retrograde until the 26th, and then it moves forward in your 5th house, and you know, and when Mercury moves forward on the 19th, you'll be feeling much more strong and much more assertive, and yeah, different kinds of doubts and things you've been worrying about can fade out, you know. And actually, I feel and see it as if you could be a great inspiration for the things that you feel really, really passionate about. With Jupiter in your 3rd house, you speak about it, speak up, and now Mars also in your 5th house, show it to the world, follow your heart, dare to take risks, take some chances, let us see you, you are so beautiful. My father is a double Virgo, and then you say, oh, she has a father complex. I don't give an if. Everyone loves that man, even though he looks weird compared to others in some people's opinions, and he has his, but he is so generous with himself. He shares himself, and that softness he has, and that analytical side where he just knows so much about so many things, but in such a soft and sweet way. He's so cute, you know. Share yourself, Virgos. Share yourself with the world. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. We want to see you more on stage, you know. Maybe then there will come a little bit of some loving had me a blast. Some loving happened so fast. I met a girl crazy for me. I met a boy, ooh, cute as can be. Summer days drifting away. Oh, I love the summer nights. Yeah. Don't follow trends, follow your heart. Let's give the camera the pink glasses on. Can it? It doesn't want. Yeah, it wants to. Of course it wants to. So maybe all this 5th house will make you see the world through these lenses. See you next week. These goals. Good things, bad things. what we carry around and how we can use it. That's what our horoscopes tells us, what our forces are, but we can always contact our heart for answers, because we know and hold all answers inside of us. And these times, we feel what we truly, really want and desire. And if you're in any doubt, meditate with Neptune in the Pisces, meditate upon it, go into the forest, take a walk when you get stressed. Mars in Aquarius is learning to be detached from the ego. It's learning, because Mars is usually my wants, what I want to do, assert towards, and but in Aquarius, it's detaching from the ego being this one thing and starting to see itself as a unity with the rest. So this is a poem about Mooney, my big dog love. Before we start, you'll now see a clip, 2 clips where she was in a music video. 2 music videos, and she was on television with me in the background. And then you will hear the poem. Thanks for watching.
Maria på iTunes, Spotify og Amazon. Du ligger på de 3. Ja, og så er der RainbowLand.dk, som jeg nævnte før, under music. Der kan du også se videoerne og høre om os.
Booty. My dog. Oh, dog. I just when you want to photograph you. Sorry.
Emmanuel, Salim, can you turn back? Can you just turn back? Oh, sorry, I want.
Poem for Mooney, my beloved fur baby, my best friend, who was born on the 23rd of July 2003 and died here on this very lane right here, where I'm gonna stand on the 8th of the 8th 2018, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. This poem is for you. You came to me like an angel in disguise. You came to me like a blessing of surprise. The greatest gift I got in this life, perhaps. A journey of 15 years with your cute little face on our laps. I'm so relieved to know Let you now stroll the forever beautiful fields. Here you can rest. Here you can heal. Not a poem, no matter which song can describe just how grateful I am for all of the feelings inside. You taught me to be present. You taught me to be, just to be present in silence. You daily removed my life from the outside world's television and violence. You guided me into the forest to meditate and pray. For a world in peace, you showed me the way. The answer I found in raising awareness by being in my heart here and now, enjoying life to the fullest, sharing the love that I found. You master of sin. That's why dog is God and you are my eternal friend. I promised Nikolai for your sake not to cry until you had left your body, as I waited for you to die. Ten long hours of seeing you breathe out slowly, fighting to stay alive. This promise I couldn't keep 100%, and my tears keep falling like rain. I miss your cute little face so much that it feels like I'm going partially insane. But deep in my heart, shining a light. It's you never left me. I feel you so alive. You show me images of you running the fields of gold. As if you were here, right here, just in another dimension. And as if you never grow old. Or grew old. As if you never grew old. It's just my ego wanting you back. You were my best friend as my mother died. It's just my ego wanting you back. You were my best friend as my mother died and I lost love. And all the tests that I tagged. Now I'm here crying, looking at this picture of us. From a day in September 2007, full of adventure and trust. A trust in that life always only gives you the tasks. The tasks we can handle, which will make us grow at last. Moony, my Moony, Moony, my love. Let's go to your grave. Charmer was your name from the breeder, and that's what you are. Ever charming us all in music videos, commercial photos, etc. Just like a star. So intelligent that I cannot believe that I was so lucky to have you next to me. If I was to describe you only in one word, only one phrase, always so happy, is the song I would make about a dog that came down to a planet to love and to play, to teach us all that joy is a choice and that true love never, ever, ever stops. Thank you, Mooney, for all that you gave. You are. This is her grave. Here she rests. At this beautiful, beautiful place where we now live. And when we're in Denmark and not in Tokyo. So Mooney and I, all the times we shared the most was in the forest where we meditated every day for 8 years as we lived in the forest, very close to. She would just sit next to me for hours and hours as I would sit up a tree and meditate with me. Wow. She gave me so much. She means the world to me, and I will keep her forever in my heart, where my mother also is, supporting me every day with all that they gave. So when people die, they never truly die. They stay with us. They're ever so present and alive. We just need to turn inwardly, feel our heart, and dare to open the door and enter and see what lies for us there. All the love that we think we lost, but we never did.
Hej, Pheww. Ej, beef. This tree just spoke to me. The giver of this tree. It doesn't want us to tear it down. Shit, man, Mooney.
Easy sliding. Summertime. Så du er min, og jeg er vild med